Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Henrico Dito's Work From Home Art Tutorials.
Enrico Dito,
Architecture, food and art.
Right, guys. So, day 3. We are going to go through pencils, and this is our reference image. Right, guys. First thing first, I want to clarify something about yesterday's video, which is the idea of tea milk honey was not accurate. So, the idea of tea milk honey is not about layering, but it is talking about the viscosity and the ratio of water and paint. So, I'm going to show you what is the correct one on the other paper, alright? So, we are going to revisit tea, milk, honey. So, what is the correct one? I'm just going to use my water brush as the source of water. Using the same brush as yesterday. Alright, so I'm just going to use the blue color to show the difference. In tea, you use lots of water and a bit of pigment. In milk, you use water, less water, and pigment. And for honey, it is just a bit of water, lots of pigment. So, that's it. The idea of tea, milk, honey. Tea is the less viscous, milk is the medium one, and honey is the most viscous. And it is determined by the ratio of water and pigments. Alright? Hopefully that clarifies my mistake yesterday. Everything else is still correct because the idea that I wanted to discuss yesterday was about layering. So this is just a clarification of tea, milk, honey. Alright, thank you so much Paul for pointing that out so that everyone can be educated properly. Not like me. Right, guys, so that's aside, we are going to continue on our pencil journey. So, I'm just going to write it down. The idea that we are going to go through today is pencil. Specifically, broad stroke pencil. Just like this. So, the idea is how we can actually create your pencil become like this so that we can fill up more space faster and better. With 3 different line weights that you can create with from this pencil, it'll be also very helpful for you when you want to draw. Alright, I'm going to show you how we should actually form your pencil into this. So, let's go and check it out. Pencil, trash can. Pencil, trash can. So very simply, you just need to do this. Identify which side you want to do it, so I'll just show you. Use your thumb, push it out. I'm going to use this pencil instead because the other pencil is not really good. A Broadstroke pencil. Let's move on to drawing. Right, since just now I was trying to shape this and form this into the Broadstroke pencil, it keep failing, so I actually change to another pencil. So I'm using this instead now. This is the pencil that I introduced to you, the Ticonderoga. It's pretty good. So I have already shaped it, and now we can start doing what we wanted to do. Right, so let's refer to the image. So this is the image that we are looking at just now, and we are going to use this as a reference for today's subject. So, what is a good thing about this Broadstroke pencil? The first thing is that you can cover lots of spaces so much quicker, and you have 3 different line weights. So I'm just going to show you again one more time. line weights, thick, thin, super thin. So you have 3 different line weights just using one: thick, thin, super thin. And now you can also cover a big space so much quicker. With different pressures, you'll also be able to achieve different tones. Three different tones, one pencil, so much quicker. And that is the whole concept of this broad stroke pencil. And that's what we like to do. Right. So, just going to move my lights here so that it doesn't really shine through my phone. Okay, maybe I just move my phone here. Yeah, all right, I'll do that instead. So day 3, the idea is stroke and this, filling up space very quickly. Right, so we are going to start by drawing a rectangle. And now, as I explained to you on the very first video, on the second video, day 1, we are going to draw the big shapes, then go to the small shapes. Here we have this and this and that and that, and the whole area itself. So first I'm going to draw the very big shape all across the board. This is the tree going down. Oh, there is a building there. There's a building there, up there, up there. If you notice, I use the thin part of the pencil, very thin part, very faint line, so that I can, because this is just like the very first layer, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, you can see that I exceeded because the image ended there, so I'm just going to draw the line here so that we end the image there, not here. Alright, then the next one is the bell. I want to draw the shape of the road and including the whole vehicle system as well. So the first one is some human here, down. If you're wondering what is this image, this is Capitol Theatre in Singapore, when it is, and this picture is taken in 1950s or something like that. Okay, I failed there, but then it's okay, so I'm just going to continue. Remember to focus on the things that you have decided to draw in. Don't do anything else. Like here, I made a mistake, that's why it's a mess. There is the car, and we are done. Then we are going to draw the smaller shapes, which is all basically the outline of the whole vehicles and also the building. I'll add the human here first. Then the sideways, continuing the human here. He is riding a rickshaw. Then the bus here. There is a car here. There's another car here. Then there is another car here. another car behind it, just like that. Then the people riding a bicycle here. Wrong people. This is the people that is riding a bicycle here. This is fine, it's okay. Then the car is fine, it's okay. Then the car here. It's going to put some depth of the car. Now we are drawing a smaller shapes of the smallest shape. So this is the second one, the second part of it. And that is the basic building block of the whole image. So now this is the time for the power of Broadstroke pencil. So what we are looking at right now is to look at which part is actually darker, and especially this area, like these windows, you can actually just straight away jot it down using this Broadstroke pencil. So first thing that I want to do is to draw in the shadows. So you can see, let's start from this building because it's the most important building. So there is shadows here. Then there is the shadow of the windows. Then the shadows underneath. It doesn't need to be perfect. Same like that. Bring in some lines, the leading lines. There's some shadow there. Now this is the darker side of it. Then now we are going, still continuing, so just watch. From here onwards, we are going to speed up everything so that it runs a bit faster, so bear with me. Now I'm just going to fill up the road. And that's it. That is that using Broadstroke pencil. So if you have any questions, do ask me, and you can see that the way I treat this is very similar to the way I treated the watercolor. The idea is the same. The light layer and dark layer, basically we are drawing shapes and filling it in with tones. So that's all for today. Hope you learned something new, or maybe inspire you to do something for today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye. I would like to say thank you to Sutian for teaching me this Broadstroke pencil. It is totally amazing. Thank you.
Enrico Dito.
Architecture, food and art.